Check out that hook. All right, here we are again. I'm Matt Swierk, local real estate expert here in Massachusetts. Welcome to the channel. All you do is you click the bell, you subscribe, you get new notifications. We talk everything Massachusetts. You got some questions, we got answers. Give us a call, text, email. When it comes to Massachusetts, we've always got your back. All right, today we're talking Cape Cod. We're talking some of the best attractions in the Cape. This is a really difficult one, and right before we started recording today, everyone on the team was like, well, wait a minute, what about this? What about this? What about this? And I was like, oh my gosh, right? So, I had a list of 400 things, like most exciting things to do on the Cape. We're throwing them out the window. We're going to go like 4 or 5, right? Cape Cod has so many amazing things to do. It's absolutely one of those great tourist places. Everyone has great stories about being on the Cape. Doesn't matter what you're into, you'll find it there. Right. The first thing I've got to talk about 100% are all the beaches, right? There is just beaches, 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 right? If you check out the Hook, right, this whole thing is beaches. Some of it you can't get to, but that's my best impression of Massachusetts. Like, I got to start working out. Or the Cape, I'm sorry, Cape Cod, right? So the first thing is absolutely the Cape Cod National Seashore, right? So 40 miles of protected coastline. It's just absolutely amazing. And there's so many, when you go through that 40 miles of coastline, it's not just beaches. There's a little swamp area, there's forests, like I said, sand dunes. It's just absolutely incredible. And I think that's one of the biggest draws. Being from Massachusetts and growing up on the water and around the water, absolutely love Cape Cod for that, because there's just that feeling, the smells, the sunshine. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful. So it's bring me back to a little kid on the Cape. All right, the next one, my man behind the camera here said, really? And I said, yes, we're talking about this. Whale watching, right? Whale watching at the Cape. I mean, come on. If you live in Iowa, you're not going whale watching. So where else can you do this? The Cape, right? So come to the Cape, whale watching. There's so many different places you can go, or different outfits, different tours you can go to. You're going to see all different things. You're going to see humpback whales. You're going to see finback whales. There's minke whales. I mean, there's whales. Just a really great experience. And if you're not into seeing whales, just get on the boat and just kind of see what the coast looks like from the sea. Right, here's a little tip. Same thing. When we talk about Boston, you have the chance to be in Boston and take one of the harbor cruises just to see the city from the other side, from the water. It's incredible. It's incredible. So, all right. I'm like, there it is. So, okay. So, yeah, without a question, whale watching. All right. The next thing I'm going to bring up is Provincetown. Provincetown is like the tip of the Cape. There's so many beautiful places out there. Very, very diverse out there. It's a great, great, warm, welcoming place. Everything is there, right? The biggest thing is Commercial Street, and Commercial Street has the best food in Provincetown, hands down, right? And there's a lot of casual places. There's fine dining. There's inside. There's outside. There's, like I said, you name it, it's there. There's a great Portuguese deli down there. Definitely check that out. But there's so many things. There's so many that really down in the Cape as a whole is all about that local flavor, right? Like, you're not going to have these massive retailers. So there's so many small shops. As far as all the shops that sell everything, the little boutiques are all down there. As far as art galleries are concerned, there's so many local galleries there. You can actually go on. There's a website, Provincetown Gallery Guide. Go online, check that out. That'll show you what type of art galleries there. You can go check that out, right? There's a couple points to get into, of course, right on the ocean, but there's a couple different kind of transit ways to get into the ocean, whether you're just going to take a little ride, you're going to go on a ferry. So there's a couple water causeways there. And I think the biggest thing when you think about Provincetown and like Commercial Street is entertainment. Right, so the nighttime, this place is just hopping. It's got a reputation for being a little bit crazy down there. It's fun. It's really, you got to go check it out. So Commercial Street down in Provincetown, 100% top attraction in my opinion. Okay. The other thing as far as the Cape, there's so many different bike paths and rail trails. But the one thing that we want to identify is this place called the Shining Sea Bike Path, right? Now, the Shining Sea Bike Path is about 10 miles of trail. What's unique about this is this bike trail is the only one that's purely a seacoast trail. So it's unbelievable because you run from North Falmouth down to Woods Hole. You're going to see everything from swamps, salt marshes. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful. And just to see the water, to see the bogs, to see the marshes, the sand dunes, it's just absolutely great. And my family just started bike riding last year. So as I was thinking about these different things down the Cape, and there's a rail trail down there as well that we're not going to really identify, but we'll slide that one in on the down low. I'm just thinking like there's so many places to just go out and take walks, take bike rides, rollerblades. If you're into that thing. So Shining Sea Bike Path, bikeway, absolutely. All right. Last couple things. Again, I could be here for hours, and I know that's not going to be a good thing because you'll fall asleep. So there's two more we want to talk about. And Tyler was laughing about one and then jumping up and down about the other. Okay. So one of them, there's this place called the Toad Hall Classic Sports Car Museum. There's a gentleman by the name of Bill Putnam. He's a private collector. He has over 50 classic cars. They range from European to Japanese. There's all different kinds of things. There's Aston Healey's, Triumphs, Lotuses. What's really cool about this place, and this is, I think, why Tyler decided to change his mind and gave me the green light to talk about it, is I said, listen, he was like, really? The car museum? And I said, yeah, think about it. He said, Matt, yeah, there is kind of this culture of classic cars down the Cape, right? The car shows that a lot of people have gone to. However, at this museum, all the cars are red. So he was like, oh. And I said, yeah, isn't that pretty cool? So I thought that was something that was really interesting. And I'm not really a big car person myself, but going to this place and kind of seeing all the red cars and all the different models, and I mean, it's pretty cool. Like there's a building that houses all the cars, and they just keep getting, he keeps buying more cars. So there's like little stalls out and about, and some of them you can't drive. Some of them are drivable. Some of them just sit there. But that's a cool place if you're into cars. You just want something completely different, and you just want to see red cars, right? Some people want green M&Ms. You want red cars? Go there. Okay. All right. The last one. Place called Wellfleet, right? And that's not Wellfleet as a whole down the Cape is an attraction, and we were laughing about this place called the Beachcomber down there. This is no offense to anyone, any of the owners. I've been in your establishment many a time. I've supported your family, so please don't take this as an offense. Kind of a hole-in-the-wall type of place, right? Like it's, you just go there. The band, they have awesome music. I have so many great experiences of being down there, but it overlooks the ocean. There's some wonderful restaurants right there. Wellfleet oysters you can't go wrong with. But we're not talking about oysters. We're not talking fried clams. We're talking about the Wellfleet Drive-In, right? So any of my younger audiences, you're going to say, what's a drive-in, right? Some of our more experienced people say, I remember the drive-in. Well, Wellfleet is, they have the last of its kind, or the Wellfleet Drive-In is the last drive-in theater of its kind on the Cape. And we were interested to see there's less than 300 drive-in movie theaters across the country, right? So these things have definitely been dying out. When I was looking at the schedule, Tom and Jerry was Tom and Jerry, and then there was another movie that was going to be playing down there, but that's completely irrelevant. So what's awesome is go to the drive-in, right? Really cheap. You pack your car with a bunch of people, you have an awesome time. The other thing that's cool about this place is they have the drive-in theater on. That's okay, you can let it go. They have the drive-in theater on during the weekend, and during the day of those weekends, they actually have this giant flea market at the drive-in, right? So they have over 150 vendors there. There's so many things going on. Tyler goes down the Cape all the time. I was like, hey, I'm going to get one of those Wellfleet lobster t-shirts next time you go. He was like, really? And I'm like, no, I'm just kidding. I don't need one of those. But as far as Wellfleet's concerned, go check it out. All right, there's so many things to talk about on the Cape, but I couldn't be here for 4 hours, right? So we'll probably do another video getting into more stuff, maybe do some staff picks on the Cape. But listen, anything you want to know about the Cape or Massachusetts, New England, give us a call, give us an email, shoot us a text. We'll get back to you as quick as we can. We love being a resource. When it comes to Massachusetts, we've always got your back.